Hola, and welcome back to another Amelia Rose healing video here on YouTube. Spirit led me to do a pick a card reading today. I haven't done a pick a card reading in forever, so I'm kind of excited. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, welcome. If you're coming from Instagram, hi. If you're not, I want you to kind of empty out your minds, take a deep breath, and pick one of these 3 cards to choose from. Pause the video, maybe take 2 deep breaths and ask your higher self, what is the message that you need to know right now? 1, 2, or 3. You can check the timestamps down below to see which one is your message. And we're gonna get right into it. So if you pick pile number 1, this is your message. It says, surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I love it. This is what the card looks like. When I see this card, I'm gonna just let y'all see it again, honey. When I see this card, she is just in her element in peace. She got a beautiful black man here, okay? She is not only surrounded by water and by the energy of fire, but you also see earth here as well. Maybe a little bit of air. It just brings me such peace. So surrender to the sweetness. From what I'm gathering, a lot of you have just been so focused on everything negative that's happening, or too focused on the future, too focused on what it is you have to do. Like, damn, I had to pay this bill. Damn, I need more hours at work. They're not giving any more hours. They're doing pay cuts. They're cutting people off from work. Damn, maybe I need to get a second job. Oh my gosh, my car payment is due. Yo, I need gas to get to work. God, 2 butterflies, 2 white butterflies that said that, and they were playing with each other and then they separated. Wow, I wish you guys could have seen that. I just got so distracted, I'm sorry. Whew. That is confirmation, okay? The fact that they were dancing together and then they just kind of separated goes with the message I'm trying to say, honey, or that I was about to spit out. Just let that go. Okay, give that to spirit. Don't think about it. You have to focus on right now. Focus on everything good that's happening to you right now. The future hasn't happened yet. Why are you worried about things that haven't happened yet? How can you worry about things that have not happened yet when what determines what's gonna happen is what you do right now? Same thing with the past. You're so worried about the past, like, damn, bro, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it this way. Or I remember back in the day, oh my God, I used to travel more. I had so much more money. Then I made this stupid ass mistake, and now I'm stuck in this rut. Why are you worried about the past? It already happened. Why? What's the reason? How is that going to help you in your situation? It's not. So surrender to the sweetness. You know, start doing stuff for yourself. Live in Venetian energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, okay? What is it that brings you joy? Maybe it's pistachio ice cream with a little bit of sprinkles, okay? Buy yourself one. Don't worry about the money. What is it, $5? Don't worry about that $5. That $5 will come back to you tenfold, I promise you, in one way or another, okay? Life is about pleasure. Like, don't let this matrix fool you, okay? Don't let the things that are happening in the world distract you from, I mean, yes, you have to live in the matrix world where let's be honest, shit in the US are going to shit, but still focus on the things that the true life, not the matrix life, but the true life has to offer. Sweetness from the true life, okay? So that means going to to places that bring you joy, whether that's going to your favorite cafe. Okay, spend that $2-3 on a regular coffee. Maybe you can't get a latte, but you could get a regular black coffee, put a little bit of milk in there, put a little bit of sugar in there, make it, you know, perfect. Drink it. Take time away from everything that's happening. Okay, things that help the senses. So even just smelling that coffee or smelling the herbs of the tea is going to bring you joy, right? Tasting things, buying yourself that pistachio ice cream with a little bit of sprinkles, things that you can tangibly touch. Even if you cannot, if you feel as though it's not responsible to spend or invest money in new shoes or new wardrobe, who cares? Go to the store, feel it, try it on. These are things that are going to bring you joy. Okay, manifest that you'll be able to get to the point again where you can buy stuff like this. Or go thrifting. Thrifting, you could buy stuff for $2-3. Buy yourself a cute little top if retail therapy brings you joy, if it brings you pleasure. What are the other senses? Listening to music, that shit is free. Okay, Venetian energy is anything that brings pleasure to the senses. Listening to music, dancing. Oh my gosh, dancing is like one of the best forms of therapy, because not only are you feeling the music, but emotionally you're feeling it, physically you're feeling it, you're moving your body to all of the different sounds, the drums, the bass, the vocals. That's Venetian energy. There's pleasure in that, and it's free. Why worry about things that you have to pay for to bring you pleasure when there are also things in life that are free that you can enjoy? Okay, do you see her at the mall? Do you see her at a restaurant? No, you see her out in nature, out in the sun, out in the water, feeling the fresh breeze. Okay, out in nature. Why can't you do the same? Parks aren't for everyone, but there are parks that also have streams or waterfalls in it. Go visit. Beaches, go to the beach. Take a local walk. Feel the breeze. Breathe in fresh air. A lot of people be sleeping on that, but breathe in fresh air. Oh, hi butterfly. Go to the supermarket. Go to the flower section. Get lost in the flower section. Just looking at how beautiful the flowers are, smelling that. Okay, these are joys, pleasures in your life that you can adhere to. Right now is not the time for you to be worried about the future. You need to be focusing on right now. Pleasures for right now. Because for you, in order to get to where you need to get to, you need to focus on pleasure. Because that low vibration that you're sitting on is going to bring nothing but more low vibration. You'll eventually manifest what you're trying to manifest, but it's not going to come as quickly as you want to, because life doesn't quickly reward people who are ungrateful. It's like a little kid complaining, I want that lollipop, I want that lollipop. They're crying about it. You're not going to give them that lollipop when I've given you everything that you've wanted. I always give you what you want. And now you're complaining about this. It's a lollipop. Why don't you try showing appreciation? Like, I really appreciate the fact that you always give me what I want. Can I please have this lollipop? What do you want to give a little kid that says that to you? 10 more lollipops? I mean, that's kind of a bad example, but I feel like it's a good example at the same time. I hope that this message made sense with you guys. If you want a more in-depth reading, of course, you can always book me at emiliarosehealing.com. Soon as you open the website, scroll down below, it says book services. You could go right there, scroll all the way down, go to readings by Amelia Rose. Hope that this helped pile number 1. Have a blessed day. What up, pal number two? If you picked pal number 2, this is your message. Okay, it says earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. This was kind of the message I just gave pile number 1. Look how beautiful that is. She's just relaxing. It's not even a physical being, it's just her soul engulfed in nature with the water on a bed of flowers, mountains in the background with a stream of water. All right. Pulse of the mother, slow down time and nature. What this is saying, pulse of the mother, earth pulsing. If you think about zodiac signs, right? Which are the signs that take the slowest? Which are the most stubborn? Which one plant their feet in the ground? Earth signs, correct? Tauruses, Virgos, Capricorn, they take their time with things, right? So what this is saying when it says earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, it's saying to slow down. Do things in the way that earth does things. Earth is always rotating, right? It's kind of like at an axis. We're gonna use my Vicks, okay? It's kind of like at an axis, right? So earth isn't just like this, it's tilted and it's slowly rotating. It rotates so slow that we don't even feel it rotating, right? Get into this vibration. If you're currently trying to manifest something, you're doing too much. You need to chill out. Some of you have been doing too much for other people as well. That's a huge message that I'm receiving right now. Stop doing so much for other people. Stop distracting yourself by getting involved in other people's problems when you have your own problems to deal with. You're trying to help yourself while helping your mom, while helping your sister's baby daddy, while helping your cousin's aunt. You're doing too much. Okay? Focus on one thing at a time. And when you do this one thing, solely focus on that. It's said that as humans, we're not even supposed to multitask. You know that multitasking actually makes you dumber? That's like a thing. Look it up. Scientifically speaking, we're not supposed to be doing 10 million things at once. We're supposed to be doing one thing at a time. So why don't we make a list? Why don't we hone into that Virgo energy? Make a list of everything that needs to be accomplished and do it one step at a time. Okay, I need to do my groceries. I'm only gonna focus on doing my groceries. Okay, I'm gonna slow down and just take this hour to focus on buying my groceries. Done. Boom. Check. Scratch that out. On to the next thing. Okay, I need to call the bank. I'm gonna solely focus on calling the bank right now. Boom, scratch that out, right? Next thing. Okay, I need to wash my car. Like, don't do things at the same time, because all that's gonna do is it's gonna fuck you up. You're not gonna do it properly. Then you're gonna have to go back and redo it all over again. That's number 1. And number 2, it's giving you anxiety. Like, I have anxiety just doing this reading. Like, I can feel your anxiety, pile number 2. You need to calm down a little bit. Slow down. It's gonna be okay. Relax a little bit, okay? We know that you have a lot to do, but just relax. Go on Mother Nature's time, okay? Mother Nature does everything in seasons, right? There's a season of dying, then a season of rebirth or springtime, and then there's a season of blooming when we've blossomed, right? This is the summertime. Then it goes back to where things are dying down, slowing down, which is the fall. Then things die again, which is the winter. Then things start blooming, which is spring. It takes its time. It does this in 3-4 months at a time. How many seasons are there? 4. There's 12 months. It does this at 3. With the way things are happening now, honey, with global warming, it takes about 3-4 months. for the seasons to do its thing, right? So why can't you do the same? Take your time. You know, spending time in nature is so important, not only for your soul, because we are made out of this, we literally are an extension of Earth. So it just makes sense to spend time in Earth. But it's important to kind of just observe things. A lot of people don't even look at life like seasons where things have to die and then eventually bloom. Like the way I just explained it, a lot of people don't even think like that. But if you spend a lot of time in nature, you start to think about things like this. You'll even be able to take a nap. Every time I come to the park, I want to take a nap, and I never understood it until I realized it's because it's so calming and I'm so in tune with it. Same thing as people that go to the beach. A lot of people, the sun, it could be the warmth that's making you want to go to sleep, but honestly it's also that grounding feeling that the beach brings you. It's that energy of peace that it brings you. So spend time in nature, slow down a little bit, okay? Do things in the way Mother Nature does it. It's time for you to kind of tap into that earth energy. I hope that this helped you, pile number 2. If you want a more in-depth reading, of course, you can always book with me at my website, emiliarosehealing.com. Just scroll all the way down from the main page. It says book a reading. Click that button, scroll all the way down to Readings by Emilia Rose. And I hope I helped. Yeah, what up, group number 3? Okay, so if you picked this pile, this message is for you. It says the seeds of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Let's read that again. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. This is what it look like. This is what your card look like. Beautiful card, beautiful. Okay, so, I feel such a sadness. Why are we sad? Group number 3, no, let's not be sad. A lot of you guys are feeling hopeless. You're feeling as though you're stuck in a situation that you just can't get out of, or that you can't see your way through. There's a blockage. There's no way to get through this situation. That's it. You're in a rut. It is what the fuck it is. But what this message is trying to tell you is you have to see potential. It's such a beautiful card. Let me just show it one more time. This card, what this card is trying to say is that you have to see the potential in your situation. The universe, God, Allah, spirit, even your ancestors would never put you in a situation that they feel you are not able to get out of. They're going to help you get out of the situation. However, there is something called free will, which means that you have to make the decision for yourself. Do I want to stay in the situation? Or do I not want to stay in the situation? Because if you didn't want to stay in the situation, you would get out of it. So maybe instead of seeing things from a 5D point of view, look at them in a 6D point of view. Stop looking at things as black and white. Things are not black and white. There's always gray in the middle. There's always potential to change a situation. Really sit down with yourself. Even if you have to write it down, write down your situation. Write how you feel about the situation. Write everything down. Read it out loud. Put yourself in the point of view of the reader, not of the writer. a lot of the times we see all of these shows, not reality shows, but we see like series. For example, right now I'm watching One Tree Hill, and it pisses me off sometimes because it's like, bro, why would you put yourself in that situation? But literally that could be you in that situation, and you're like, damn, bro, I feel you. Like, but looking at the show as a viewer is different than being the character, because it's like we all make choices where it's like we put ourselves in certain situations, and there's literally a solution right in front of you, but you don't see it. Same as like with these shows or movies, there's literally, the solution is right in front of the person, but they don't see it because there's a blockage. They're so engulfed in their problem that they don't realize that the solution is right in front of them. This is saying the same thing. You have to see the potential in your situation. There's always going to be a solution to a problem. Always. A problem cannot exist unless there's a solution, and solutions cannot exist unless there's a problem. So maybe try looking at things out of the box, bringing unconsciousness to light, right? So look within yourself and look from outside yourself at the same time. Writing that down is going to help a lot of you guys, especially if you read it out loud and look at it in the eyes of a reader and not as the writer. So what is it that this person that wrote this down, what is their problem and how can it be solved? Because a lot of the time when we're thinking about things over and over and over again, we're just thinking about it in that one way because we're so stuck in that one way. So when you're writing everything down and then reading it out loud, you're reading it not from the point of view that you've been thinking about it. You're just reading it. So when you just read it, it's like, wow, bro, I can't believe I was worried about this when I have this solution, or when I could have asked this person to help me, or I could have asked this company to do it. If you need more money, have you tried asking your manager for more hours? Or have you tried asking them if other locations need help? Have you? If you're in need of a babysitter, okay, you can't find anybody. Have you tried asking family? Or have you tried asking a really good friend of yours? Have you tried asking different people as opposed to the same people? Of course, someone you trust. But have you outsourced anything? Have you sat down, meditated, prayed on it? Have you sat with yourself and meditated, digged deep into your unconscious to see where the solution is? Because there's always a solution. Stop overthinking things to the point where it's blinding you. Okay, the fact that this picture is a sea isn't for anything. The sea has an unlimited supply of creatures, unlimited supply of water, unlimited supply of salt, unlimited supply of opportunities, expansion. You have to expand your mind, expand your mind to the point where it's not just a little puddle that you're focused on. You're focused on a sea, okay? You're focused on deep down underneath. What are the potentials of it? You're too focused on shallow water. You need to focus a little bit deeper. Have you asked for guidance? Maybe you don't have friends and family you can ask, but have you asked your ancestors for guidance? Have you bought a $1.50 candle from the dollar store, lit it up for them, or at their altar, or bought, I don't know, a 50-cent orange, took it to a tree at a park, and ask your ancestors to help you, stop trying to do everything yourself as well. Ooh, that's a message for a lot of y'all. I don't know why that message came out, honey, but there's some of you out there who are just doing things on your own when you can be asking for help. Why are you trying to do things by yourself? Why? When you have so many people that are willing and trying to help you. I hope that this message resonated with you guys. If you want a more in-depth reading, of course, you can always book a reading with me. Just go to emiliarosehealing.com, scroll a little bit down from the main page. It says book a service. You can go on there, scroll all the way down, go to Readings by Emilia Rose, and book a reading with me. I hope that everybody has a blessed day. I hope that these messages have resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next one.